Hello and welcome back to, well, no longer in Inaka Diaries. We'll deal with the name at some later occasion. But now, let's go and have a look at this apartment, shall we? So this here, as you might guess, is my front door. And if you duck here, you can actually, fit under the door. And welcome. This is my entrance. Not a big entrance. This is the little shoe taking off entrance area. This light has a little bit of a sensor on it. I've just set it to be always on right now because it will turn off in 10 seconds if I don't do that. In here is a shoe closet. That's actually like a walk-in closet, big enough to walk in there and actually, stand in there. Got my shoes in there, bicycle helmet so that I don't die when cycling around on the bicycle that I bought. Boop, there we go. And as it is the shoe taking off area, take off the outdoor shoes, put on the indoor shoes before you go in. And then, in here, we've got the toilet. There's a little hole so you can see if you forgot to turn off the light in the toilet room. And you can see I forgot to turn off the light in there. Or, I specifically turned it on in advance so that we could see the toilet room. It's a toilet. That's what it does. It gets really, really hot in there because, right now it's in the middle of the summer. Being in the southern part of Japan, it gets really hot. And most importantly, really, really humid. Anyway, toilet, nothing fancy. Well, aside from it, okay. So here's the thing. Let's see if we can fit in here. So one thing that I do and do not really understand. A lot of Japanese toilets have like a little sink on top of it. So after you flush. The water will come out on the top there and fill up the tank, which is great. So you can use the water there to wash your hands, but you can't use soap because if you use soap, you'll fill up the tank with soapy water. So when you flush, you'll put soap all over the place. So what's the point even? So yeah, I don't understand. But anyway, that's the toilet. In here is the washy room, where you would go and wash your hands, brush your teeth, do whatever you do, and washy your clothes in the washy machine. The company, the real estate agency, they had a like a partner company that sorted out appliances when I moved in. So like the oh wow, talking is difficult. The washing machine and the fridge and the microwave were like a package deal, used appliances I got from there when I moved in, so they just came and installed them. It was really convenient. In here is the actual bath, which is a fairly large room, very Japanese, like everywhere has a bath. But this is really big, and you can see you've got a few ducts out there. There's one thing that I just want to show you. One really fancy thing. Wow, focus, please. Thank you. This right here is the remote control for the bath, or rather, it's not so much a remote control at this point because the bath is there, so it's not very remote. But this one, let's get rid of this door so that we can actually fit in here. What this one does is, if I turn it on here, it'll come on and you'll see it's like this is the bath temperature and this is the temperature of the water that comes out of the shower head, which of course you can then adjust the thermostat on the shower. Anyway, this one then controls the bath, so if you want a bath, you press the auto button and then it'll be like, oh, I will fill up the bathtub now. And then, in a moment, it'll start filling up the bathtub. You just need to remember to close this thing here because otherwise, it'll just flow out. But we're not taking a bath right now, so we'll turn that off again. It's just I never really used my bath in the previous place because it was all manual. But this thing, I've used this one several times already because it's too convenient to not. This is actually also controlling the water heater, so if this thing is not on, there will be no hot water. Let's get out of here because it gets really hot, as I mentioned. And gotta wait for the lighting to stabilize again. So yeah, that's the bathroom and stuff. And all of this stuff we've been like this is the front door there. Like, we've been in this entire part here. In here is where the rest of the stuff happens. Also, it looks like it's nice fancy wood, but it's just like thin plates of whatever. Same thing with the walls. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, come on in here to the living room. A nice breeze of cool air. As you can see, like there's no cooling or anything out here, but in here there is an air conditioning, and now we're just gonna wait for the lighting to stabilize again. I do have an air conditioner over there, controlled by this thing here, and that is very much needed because it gets so hot and humid here. Anyway, next to the air conditioner is the door phone thing, and you will notice like all of the angles here are really weird because everything is just like set basically on the floor. So if we go down here, we'll find the door phone. So if someone wants to come in, they'll call this one up, and it'll have a little camera on them so you can see who it is, and then you can choose to open the door phone. It won't open my front door, but it'll open the door downstairs so that they can come up here, and then they'll ring my doorbell out here. Couple little closets in here, useful for lots of storage. Out here is a little kitchen. Looks quite clean-ish now. Doesn't always do that, and I will say, while it's really nice and fancy and new, as you can probably tell from a lot of this stuff, this place is brand new. It's a new building. I moved into this apartment just as on the day that the building opened for moving in. So everything is brand new and shiny. But I will say stuff like the sink, while it looks really nice, it just gets so I won't really say dirty, but you know, very quickly it just gets messy and something annoying. But yeah, this is my kitchen. Gas stove, so I mean, I had to learn to cook with gas. Never done that before, but it's very common in Japan, so that's a thing that they do. This over here is my super elegant garbage sorting solution. It's like the angles are difficult because everything is way down on the floor. Super elegant garbage sorting solution. I will need to sort out, you know, some actual garbage containers at some point. Here, I bought a little toaster oven myself. There we go. I bought a little toaster oven myself on Amazon. Just got the cheapest thing, but the microwave and the fridge are once I got through that, those used appliances things. And the fridge is super convenient. Like this thing up here is the freezer, so I need to crawl down here on the floor to access the fridge. I don't. Why is that a thing? Like even for people who are tiny size, which is, you know, fairly normal here, as you can see, everything being constructed for tiny sized people. Why would you make the fridge down on the floor? That's so inconvenient. Actually, while we're on the topic of the things, you remember the front door. This door is just exactly high enough. I don't know what's going on with the heights of the doors and stuff here. It's just all over the place. A little bit of a dining table there. I did go out to IKEA and acquire a whole bunch of stuff as I got here because, you know, I didn't have much. I do have my little bookshelf there, same as... I was debating before I started this whether I should turn on the lights or not. I decided to do it because it's a bit of a weird kind of greyish, dull weather today, but it just makes for a really awkward lighting a lot of the time. Here, this is good, this is good. This here is my bookshelf. You may remember this is the exact same bookshelf as I had in my previous place. I brought it with me, of course. Over there is my desk and my PC, all that stuff. Again, same as I had in my previous place, just brought it with me here. Over there is my internet, and the funny thing about the internet is when he was installing it, he was like, let's move these out of the way. he was like, "Where do you want it?" I was like, "Can you put it, down here somewhere so it's out of the way?" And he was like, "No, it won't fit. It's too tall." And I'm just thinking, you can just. Anyway, it won't fit. It's too tall, so it needs to be here. Yeah. I have. It's only been 3 weeks since I moved in here, but I have unpacked most of my stuff and gotten rid of that stuff. There's one box that I haven't unpacked, which is this box down here, and the reason is where do I fit all of my Nessos? I used to have in my previous place an extra bed where I could put all of them on, and then after I lost that, like a month before I moved out, I put them on the couch and whatever. I don't have a couch here. I don't really want to buy a couch just for the purpose of putting all my Nessos and plushies on them. I do need to figure out a way, because I can't just leave them, sitting around in a box like that, because that's a bit of a mess. And I can't just leave them on the floor. So. In here, in a door that's just barely not high enough, and I don't understand what's with the consistency of door heights in this place. They're all over the place. You'll see my bedroom, and you'll see my bed with no blankets or anything. It's just a sheet, because again, it gets really hot, and you saw there's an air conditioner there, and you can see there's no air conditioner there, so it gets really hot in here. I can close these doors. Like so, makes the bedroom area kind of nice and closed off, but then it gets really, really hot. So I don't do that. I actually just keep them open for now, because at least I can then have the cooler air from out there where the air conditioner is, and have that kind of come in here. So the bed is literally just me just lying on there and sleeping on there. I do have some curtains here. I don't have curtains in there because really inconveniently sized windows. Curtains in Japan come in like 2 standard lengths, basically, 178 centimeters and 200 centimeters. There are a couple more, but like those are in the range that I need. This curtain rail here is from the floor up to the bottom of this one is 189 centimeters. And like the curtain hook from the floor to the bottom of the curtain hook is 187 centimeters, which is, as very quick calculations will tell you, just exactly in the middle between 178 and 200. So it's not like there were many options. I found one curtain maker that basically sells order-made curtains through Amazon. They had this set in the proper length. This length is actually 190 centimeters, but with adjuster hooks so that they go a little bit higher up there. But in here it's even more of a problem because the width is also not standard. Curtains basically come in the width of 100 centimeters. Some have wide curtains that go to like 150. These windows are total, or the distance between the two curtain hooks at either end is 223 centimeters, I think. So 150 centimeters is way overkill, and also there are not that many curtains that come in that width anyway. So I have ordered some curtains from the same company as did these ones. Like every single time I searched, those were the same ones I came back to. So it's massively expensive, but at least I've got some curtains there. Over here, chest of drawers, same one I had in my previous place because it was convenient. This is just like a place to hang clothes that I'm using, because in here is the closet. I can show you the closet, and there's lighting in the closet. It's like a walk-in closet. It's convenient and nice and stuff. The shape is a little bit inconvenient because you can see it's like a right angle in there, so all hanging the stuff in there is a bit awkward, but it works. But also, squeezing stuff in there, like stuff that I'm actually in the process of using, it's more convenient to have like hanger out here. Also, you'll notice there's no jacket storage space anywhere. I tried to get a pole to you know, hang in the shoe closet out there. But it ended up being too long, and it was like, there's no real jacket hanging space, so I'm thinking I'll probably use this thing for hanging jackets on. It's not particularly convenient. And then there is a fairly large balcony. I won't go out there because air conditioner keeps it nice and cool in here, and it's warm and moist outside. That's not much to see really. I do have a little table out there. There's a fair amount of space to dry clothes out there. There was an old, not particularly nice looking building out there, but they have been demolishing that and are still in the process of doing that. That's why there's like a quarter of a building sitting around there. But yeah, this is it. This is the entire thing. There's not more than this. So if you remember my previous place, this is of course quite significantly smaller, but it's not actually that bad. You can see I can actually, you know, have my stuff put away. I fit all my stuff in the closet there, and these are kind of weird hybrid closet cupboardy things. I've stored stuff in there, so it actually kind of works. I don't really need more space. It's just strange going from, you know, being used to having several rooms and lots of space to not having it, but it kind of works. And I do like how it's a brand new place. Everything is new and shiny and everything, so rather than the majority of the places that I found when I was looking being of older date, because, you know, I was filtering by location and price and all these kinds of things. There was a lot of things that I want to, you know, fulfill, and it's not always easy to fulfill all of them, so I had to compromise on some of the things. And one of the things that I did compromise on then was the size, because then I got something that was nice and relatively new. It was like very, very new. So yeah, and the location is really nice here. It's within walking distance of all the like important central city parts of Fukuoka, but the area itself here is a little bit more laid back, like kind of more local, relaxed kind of area. Actually, really kind of nice little area here. But as I mentioned previously, I did buy a bicycle because then it's a lot easier to get around. It is a bit of a walk, like 15-20 minute walk to the nearest train station. So yeah, a bicycle to get around is super convenient, and that's basically all I've been doing since I got that bicycle. So yeah. Anyway, this is the place, and as I did say at the beginning, we still need to figure out something with the channel name, because Inaka Diaries does not work when you're living here in the middle of a major city. So yeah. I still don't know what I want to call the channel, because I don't have any ideas. It's not the Inaka anymore, so Inaka Diaries doesn't work. We need a new name. We also need to stop this before it ends up being a 20-minute video. So yeah, thank you for watching this little house tour here, and hopefully there's more interesting stuff to come in the future, and hopefully also a name. If you've got some ideas, please leave them in the comments down below. All like 2 people that usually comment on my videos. So, but yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Swish.